Hi everyone, delonewolf here. Welcome back for an extra EVE Online video. Today's video is from CC, the test server for EVE Online, where CCP is testing some graphical updates for the game. And the main changes seem to be around colors, because everything does look quite a little bit more vibrant and with a lot of detail. Here is a Vexor with a very shiny skin at this point. And so for this video, we're just going to take a quick trip, a couple of jumps out to and we'll just take a look around. I grabbed the Vexor because I've got a decent amount of skins for this one. Could be an interesting part of the test, and of course the main part is to keep an eye on the graphics and try to find perhaps differences with what's on TQ at the moment. If I look at the website, it says that there are shader adjustments, new lighting changes, colors becoming brighter and deeper, and then the gradients smoothing out of and highlights being better represented. So yeah, let's undock here from Dodixie and let's take a quick look around. I definitely feel like you've got a lot more light and detail in the hangar itself, but of course we tend to spend a lot of time in space as well. And here we are in space, in Galente space. Back there is the Minmatar Nebula. I definitely feel like there's a lot of color in there. When it comes to the red, then I'll look around. There's Caroline Star. I feel like there's maybe a little bit more detail in the background. Now this may get a little bit annoying for the recording because that's a lot of stars, I have to say. But then here's the Galente Nebula. That's a massive flash of light, lots of blue greenish tints there. Looks really cool. Let's get into warp and to a gate. Quick first look at the reddish star and then look at the moon back here where the station is settled with a little bit of dust apparently on the camera lens, but that looks like it's very detailed here as well. Just completely filled with craters, and then back out here in space with a lot of light. So there's the shininess as well of this particular skin, big green shiny front, and then even here on the dorsal part of the ship you also have quite a nice bit of chromy stuff. And then here we land on a Phoenix, so a big dreadnought. Looks pretty good. First jump here as well. All right, quite a bit of light reflecting. Engines, okay, look pretty good. This, to me, I'll be honest, this does feel very busy when it comes to the stars in the sky. Here we get a darker region, and then again the Galente Nebula. Here's the MR one. Definitely a lot of gold and a lot of brilliance. As I'll just make my way to the next system here. And there we've got one of the player-owned Sotios right outside of... I think this is on TQ as well. Oh, and there's the planet. Actually, should have noticed that before warping off. But yeah, look at this view with the Galente Nebula in the background. That is definitely a lot of warp effect being reflected in the ship. We don't see that too often, certainly not this expressive, I would say. And this is just huge when it comes to colors. That is definitely very cool, very beautiful. So up we go. We'll do a couple more jumps where hopefully it gets a little bit less busy, and then I'll cycle through some of the skins. Maybe if we find something, we could just take a planet. So yeah, this really, I mean, there's even more stars. Sometimes it's a little bit annoying. I think it'll shake a little bit on some of the recordings here, especially here at 4K. So I will now take a planet. We'll just take a random planet at the beginning. Do a warp within 30 or something like that. We'll take a look at that, and then we'll also do a couple of skin changes. Here is a super close-up of the Vexor, so engines in the back. And then, god damn it, not sure what I did there, but everything closes up, and there's the drone bay, or at least the exit and entrance for the drone bay. And then back here, I think this opens up as well after we land. Nice oceanic oh man, look at that. That, I'll be honest, that does feel like it's not moving, but it almost feels like it's moving. Like there's real depth to the atmosphere here above this ocean planet. That is very nice. And then there is the atmosphere itself, as a little bit of a layer. I think we'll turn around a little bit like that so that we can keep the planet in the background. I think it gives a nice bit of contrast to the ship skin. And then we'll do this, go here. So let's do without skin. Does that work? Yep, there it changes. So here is the how am I gonna do that? Maybe we'll just do it like this. So here is the standard Vexor under the current lighting, full lighting, or more like Caldari white lighting here in this screen. Very cool. And then here in the local light, definitely has quite a different vibe to it. All right, let's go. Here's the spirit skin. Okay, we're definitely chosen a decently dark place for some reason, with two very different outlines. But here is also the straightforward white light look, scope syndication skin, skin for content creators with a little bit of gold in there. It's definitely quite unique looking. I might note, well, honestly, yeah, the light effects and there's just more color in all of this. Just in general, so quite a nice shiny blue for the Quave skin. So this was the one that we were running with, the Luminaire Zenith skin with the green front. Then one of my favorite Headhunter skins. Look at the lovely skull right here in the front with the pirate logo, and then the reddish hues. I mean, this, god damn it. Even here, right, you can see a lot more of like a blood spatter type of feeling than just straight up red. So to me, this does feel like it's an improvement. It looks very, very nice. Let's do a couple more jumps in this skin here, and just try to keep an eye on the volume. Yeah, my only worry, my one worry, I would say, is how busy all the stars are now. That really does dominate everything and brightens everything up. Does lose a little bit of the blackness of space. So that definitely feels super busy now here in the background. Now if we go into warp towards the Vellore gate, maybe we'll try and keep an eye on the gate itself. Here it is. All right. Yeah, maybe a little bit more internal lighting effects back here. A little bit more detail on that. Does look pretty good to me. Into warp we go. And now we get, oh, maybe, you know what? We're just going to take a look then as well at a Fortizar, again with a very busy, even under the glare of this yellow golden star in the middle of everything. Very, very busy sky with all the stars everywhere, until you come across the Galente Nebula itself. That's a little bit less busy, but everything else in space does feel super busy. So there's another planet, a dark barren planet. No atmosphere on this one, and then maybe, yeah, again a little bit more detail on all of these. Or it's maybe a moon. It's probably a moon actually, with yeah, maybe some tectonics on this one. Kind of looks like a couple of mountains on this one, and then also lots of impacts from asteroids. And then here is a look at the Fortizar. We'll just move in like that so that we have the Fortizar itself. This doesn't feel that different. I think at some point CCP will come out with skins for the structures as well. Let's hope that by then they have a system for Alliance skins. That would of course be the absolute dream. But yeah, there you go, guys. A quick first look at some of the graphical changes that CCP is planning. To me, definitely brings out quite a bit more color and detail, especially on your ship. I have never really seen the red be this nuanced, I would say, on this Headhunter skin. Looks very nice to me, full 60 FPS, so I'm not noticing any problems with the performance either. That's it for this video, guys. Come take a look on CC, definitely give your feedback to CCP, because these are pretty cool and graphical changes coming to the game. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.
Warp drive active.